So, guys, quantum computing is one of the human race's technological advancements that is going to change this whole century. And I want to share with you some of the stocks that are crushing it right now. Let's get into it. Qubits is the stock that we've been covering for the past few days. And guys, it has 20 to 30% swings. Today, it's up 9%. And this is just after us really kind of breaking down this stock. I thought that we were pretty clear, right? Quantum computing is a highly volatile space to be in, but one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. And so we kind of mapped out these levels. I don't know if you guys remember, if you were joining me a couple days ago, there's these resistances that get established, and then they become supports. And then a resistance gets established where it gets rejected, and then it becomes consolidation or support, and then a resistance here, and then it becomes this support more or less. And so now we saw it reach higher highs all the way up to $10.50 a share from what was about $1 a share just earlier this month, or I guess it was late November. And so we saw it sell down. I think we might see it sell down a little bit more here to this previous support before continuing up. Now there is this section here where it could, if it breaks below, it could kind of break pattern a little bit. And we have seen, again, these 20 to 30% moves. So you got to be careful. There's a process that we look at whenever we're investing in any quantum AI companies. And it always comes down to these three things: the chart and the technicals, right? It's number one. Second is the analysis of the news and how that looks. And then the third is, what do the financials look like? And I would just want to give you guys that quick breakdown today. We'll kind of go into this. The chart is looking bullish. It bounced right here. You see this green line? It oftentimes will bounce here if it's bullish. That means it's staying above the moving average and bouncing. And if it's holding above what is the EMA, that blue line, it means it's super bullish. And so recently we saw it kind of more or less right here around that green line bounce and then push up. And now it's kind of retesting this EMA, and this it's holding above this green moving average. That's indication that we could see continued uptrend. Now, if it does continue up, we see it get back to the previous highs, we'd be looking at a 55% increase. So this is a very volatile, very high impact, high velocity stock to be trading. So on the short to near term, you want to be careful. If you're holding for the long term, awesome. You don't really need to worry about it as much. But someone like myself who likes to trade kind of on the shorter near term and take advantage of these levels that we've mapped out here, to me, it's one I wouldn't buy right now. I'd want to see it pull back a little bit more before I get into it. Now, these analysis that I'm looking at here is simply that it looks pretty bullish. And to me, I'd wait for a little bit more of a pullback, and then we would potentially be buying into qubits. Now, the second piece that we want to look at, again, is kind of that news. And we just went over Rigetti stock. It's actually really similar to this one in quantum computing. And when we went over the stock, so let's just QBTS stock. Let's just go into financials first and kind of, I guess, rip the Band-Aid off. Guys, the earnings, if you look on the earnings calls, this DWAVE quantum computing has really been down on earnings every single quarter. So it's not a deal breaker. It just means that you're really buying what could be. And so when we see that it's missed by 10%, 37%, 45%, 26%, and it's missing the revenue as well, just something you want to look out for. On top of that, it's down on its revenue year over year by 27%. Net income's down to negative 22 million is what it's bleeding each year. It's down 41%. And so the net cash is not looking too good. And it's okay in certain instances when this happens, if it means that there will be some good contracts coming, some good deals coming. But we've also said, hey, one of the reasons that this is a common theme with almost all of the quantum computing companies that we've looked at is because a lot of them have to have a quantum computer built and functioning and very, very well manufactured to be able to plug it into these businesses like, let's say, Google or Microsoft or one of the big tech companies or any company that would pay millions, if not billions of dollars for a quantum computer are going to they're going to have to sell it or integrate it with a business because they don't have their own business model. Their business model is building quantum computers, which is great, but you need to be able to plug it into a business for it to really turn a profit. That makes sense. So just to do a full recap on DWAVE, we can see that their news is bullish. The stock itself has poor financials, but you're buying what could be. And then if we look on their actual website, which I believe is right here, you can actually get a little bit of a better look at how they're approaching things. See, unlock the power of practical quantum computing today. And they have a lot of things they're doing that are great, like business advantage delivered today. So they're already thinking about how can we plug this into businesses. They're already trying to work with businesses. They're already trying to plug it in. And that's exactly what we talked about. We said that would be the catalyst that from here, they have their system working in their quantum computer that they can now plug it into businesses. And that will be the ultimate revenue builder for the company. And I really like how things are looking. I like the website. They had $175 million at market share price or share sale, which is good. It seems that they got some partnerships with Japan for potentially drug discovery. It seems that they're growing commercial. They're getting momentum. And when we look at some of the partnerships that they have, it seems that they don't have any really breakthrough partnerships that we've seen, but there will be catalysts. I mean, you could look at this CEO, he's talking about it. That commercial growth there will be a catalyst. If that happens, then it's an absolute buy in all regard, because at that point, now you have businesses flocking to this company to say, oh, you have quantum computers. Please give it to us now. We want to be able to optimize our business. And that will happen very quickly once they have a great quantum computer out and ready to the public. Apparently, the quantum computer already works, and it's very well created, and it's been since 2018 that they have had this operation going. So I would imagine they're getting there with some tech, and I've seen a lot of their like videos and photos of their working, of how their production looks, and it looks quite legit and very cool. So I will keep you guys updated on the 3 things that we look at for the stock. Again, we're looking at the analysis, the financials, and their chart as well. And so yeah, look, it's already selling off since I started this. And I'm saying like, yeah, I think it's going to sell off down here to that green line, and that would actually be a better entry. So I mean, it's already starting to sell off. Could see it sell off to here. That's a previous resistance that it would play around at before continuing up if it keeps a healthy uptrend and doesn't go too parabolic and pump out or something like that. That's not what you want to see to happen. You actually want to see these healthy pullbacks take place in the stock. So that's going to do it for this video. If you guys want to watch me trade live, you want to invest in AI and tech and quantum computers, I would encourage you guys to check out that second link down below. The second link covers StockMate. You can watch me trade live. You get started for the lowest. It's not going to get any better than this. The lowest price ever. It's $1 a day. If you want to crush it in the Q1 of 2025, that second link down below is the way to get started. And I look forward to being a part of your success. Thank you guys for watching. If I earned you a thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.